Hello and welcome back to HLS Crypto. My name is Dan. So, first things, an urgent warning to all crypto investors. It's not easy. It's not easy. Before we get into the video, just one quick thing I want to mention as well is that there may be an exciting collab coming up over the next few weeks. I will let you know more when I can. So, something to keep your eyes peeled for. It should be really exciting. And not only that, I'm going to keep it under wraps until we can find out a bit more information. But it's all looking positive so far. So keep your fingers crossed. And it won't be like a Wall Street meme thing or nothing like that. I don't do shilling. I don't do sponsored videos. Don't worry about that. So how many times have you heard the phrases guaranteed 100x? You've heard it loads of times, right? This coin will be a top 10 crypto, easy millionaire maker, etc., 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 right? And I'm sure everyone is nodding their head right now. You'll have all heard it. You'd have all clicked on a video just like that, right? So is life easy? No. No, it absolutely isn't. Life is not easy. It's not. For most people, it isn't, right? Is crypto investing easy? The answer to both is no, it's not. It's not easy. So you're going to hear a lot of the time, like $10 turn into $1 million, things like that. It's not easy. It's not easy. But we're going to explain why, right? So the best we can all do is look to simplify the journey the best we can, not only in life, but in crypto investing. So like in life, you just going about your daily business, and all of a sudden you get a letter through the post. It's a bill come out of nowhere, like a brand new bill that you weren't expecting, or something happens and you have to pay. The same way in crypto investing, life can throw the same way as crypto can throw real curveballs at you. But it's how you react and how you deal with those, right? So does that make it easy? Again, no. So even if we're simplifying things, still doesn't make it easy. Get being easy out of your head. I think that's the best advice there. But effort is always going to be required, no matter what you are trying to achieve in life or in crypto. So if you go to the gym every single day, your results are going to be far better than the guy who goes once a week, right? Or the girl who goes once a week. The same way as if you're learning an instrument, your results will be far much better if you are practicing that instrument every single day. Same with crypto. Every single day. Practice, understand, learn. That's how you get better. That's how everything gets better. That's how life gets better. That's how you achieve more, right? It's a normal principle. And so let's look at the ways, in my opinion, to try and simplify a strategy, both on the way in and on the way out of crypto. Because when the bull run's finished, I don't want to be sitting there holding a load of bags, waiting another 4 years, DCAing all over again, which I'm happy to do, the DCA part all over again, if I believe that the bull run in 2028, 2030 or whatever will be anything like the 2025 one. But the first thing to do is to get started. If you have already, that's great. If you're already in crypto now, then you're already started. You're already ahead of like 99% of the people in the world, right? You're already ahead of them. But the people who are still like on the fence or very new or haven't started yet, first thing to do, get started. Get on the on-ramps, get the on-ramps, right? So sign up to a few different exchanges. Just get that done. Doesn't cost anything to do that. Just sign up to a few different exchanges. Your MEXC, your KuCoin, your Binance, whatever's more applicable into your region. But sign up to 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5, different exchanges. Get that done, and that's your starting point. There's your starting point, right? So now you need to look at what you can allocate each week and each month and set a budget and stick to it, because it's dead easy to go, right, well, I earn this X amount. I can put X amount in every single week, every single month. Now, also, there's times where you can put a little bit more in. So maybe you've sold something you don't want. Maybe you've started a side hustle. Maybe you've done these other things. You've managed to get a secondary stream of income or whatever. If you're funneling that in, great. That's great. But if you are 9 to 5, like I work a job, I do 12-hour shifts. I work for the NHS. I work in a hospital, but I still have to allocate a proportion of my wages to my crypto bags. There'd be no other way of doing it otherwise. So it's very, very important. Select the projects that you are interested in investing into. Do some research and get comfortable with the projects you like. So I like Quant, I like Casper, I like I've still got Gala, I like CSPR, I like GFAL, Myria. There's multiple tokens that I've spoken about. There's a few that I hold. Trias, I love Trias. Again, on the video, there's videos on each on the channel. There's videos on each of them projects, but then choose a number of projects that fit your budget. You don't need to have 30 to 50 different projects and coins. It'll get really messy. Trust me. If you've got a massive amount to invest in the first place. You'll probably be hitting Bitcoin and Ethereum. You'll probably be funneling it down. Once you've got your Bitcoin profits, you'll be looking to take alts that haven't ripped yet. But the vast majority of us are not in that position, right? Right. Begin a DCA strategy. Now, I know there are various methods to buy crypto. I prefer the DCA method. Others might prefer to buy the dips. Others might just buy in bulk in one-off purchases. Or you could kind of do a mix of all three together. So you might have, your DCA strategy where you're DCAing an amount of money each week or month, however you want to do it, into a particular project or into a selection of projects. So you're buying micro bottoms and tops along the way. But then you might want to go, wow, that coin's really dipped this month. You might want to allocate a bit more to it to bring down your average entry price. And then you might see a coin that you really, really like. You're thinking, I really want to add this to the portfolio. You've got that little bit of cash ready to go. You can then, buy in a bulk one-off purchase for that. But then again, over time, you'll probably feel like you haven't got enough and you want DCA it anyway. So DCA for me is always the best method. And now you're in the game. So this is exciting now because now you're in the game. Now you've got skin in the game. Now your heart's pumping a little bit more. Your pupils are a bit more dilated. You're now invested. And when you're invested, it gives you a lot more reason to then go and look more into the projects that you've got or projects that you don't have. Find out other people's opinions on the projects that you do have. Some might be bearish, some might be bullish. But it's good to have that well-rounded kind of opinion. And next, you need to be as safe as you can. So cold storage and hardware wallets, like I like Tangem and Ledger, but there are decent ones out there. So you've got Descent, Trezor. Make the choice that suits your needs the best. Do some research, look at some videos, go on their websites. So now you've done your best to protect your crypto. That's great. That's done. That's boxed off. We can tick that off. That's done. Set your targets and have a minimum and maximum targets for each project and coin that you are invested in. The exit strategy I prefer is layering out between the minimum and the maximum target that I believe a coin can hit. There are videos on the channel. I've done an exit strategy video. I've done exit strategies for Quant, Trias, HBAR, I think Gala. There are strategies on there that you can go and have a look at. You don't have to do the exact same percentages. You can do 20%, 25%. You can do a series of 10%. However you want to do that, however you feel comfortable. But again, check back some of those videos and have a look and see what you think about how you want to position your exit strategy. But layering out is something I prefer to do because I don't want to hold for a target and that target doesn't hit and then it starts coming down again. And then I'm panicking and going, oh no, what do I do? Don't FOMO or get greedy. This is really key. So when the markets are really pumping and that, and everyone's getting a bit more excited, everyone's thinking, oh, well, I'll just, I'll get a bit more and get a bit more. And then you have that dip and you're like, oh, if I'd have bought it in the dip, I'll be better off now. I'll have more tokens for what I paid. For the dollar amount that I paid, which is frustrating, but that's what FOMO does to you. It gets you that like feeling that you're going to miss out. The fear of missing out. It's a horrible feeling, but you have to control it. Don't get greedy. So when your coins are pumping and they're surpassing the target that you've got set for them, don't think, oh well, this can go another 2, 5, 10x, because if it doesn't, then it's going to come right the way back down again. So make sure you select the targets and you're getting out at the levels that you are comfortable with, because the levels that you've selected should be the ones that make your life more comfortable, but they should also be realistic. So they have to be they have to tick the boxes, right? Despair, euphoria, and emotion control. So again, similar to FOMO and greed, emotion control, it's so important because we're human beings. We just tend to follow that emotional guide. We're led by emotions in a lot of our decisions, and it's not healthy when you're trying to make clinical decisions like real, I'm going to take my profit at this rate or even I'm going to buy in at this rate. Now, when the bull run hits, you'll already have your exchanges, you've got your price targets, and they're being met. So for your exit strategy, you can now move your coins onto the exchange, sell, and get that cash into the bank. Once that cash is in the bank, then it's yours. When it's sat on an exchange, when it's sat in USDT, anything can happen. USDC, anything like that. Anything can happen. There might be some sort of giant mess up that wipes loads of money off USDT and USDC and makes them less valuable. So if you're sitting there holding that, it's not good. I think get it in the bank. Get it in the bank. In my opinion. Is that easy now? No, still no. Still no. It's still not easy. It's not. The feelings, the emotions, the highs, the lows, the worries, the dreams, all of it will take its toll. It will. The best way is to accept that we are human beings. But if we can be a bit more self-aware, avoid the hype mindset, and be a bit more clinical in our decision making, that's going to be key. So no matter how many blueprints you've got, no matter how many guides, no matter how many psychological principles that I can give you or anyone else can, we're still going to feel fear, emotion, highs, lows, worries, dreams. They're all going to be there. But it's very, very key to be a bit more self-aware of that. So if you can recognize these feelings, they're easier to manage those. And I think that's going to be massively important to you. And it's one real takeaway lesson for anyone in the world, in anything in life, though. It's making those decisions clinically and rationally. No matter who you are or where you are in the world, a lot of our emotional challenges as a collective will be the same. Yeah, I understand there's varying degrees of poverty in the world, and I completely understand that. I'm not oblivious to situations that go on around the world, but I'm talking about what's relative to your situation as an individual. So everyone's budget, although they'll be different, should be proportionate to what you currently earn, what you currently do. So that level, we're very similar. But love, fear, greed, heartache, kindness, they're all universal in my opinion. I don't think that matters where you come from. I don't think that matters what region you're born in, what country, what area, what socio-economic background you're from, or anything. I still believe that love, fear, greed, heartache, and kindness is universal. And I think we'll all share that, which I think is why it's really key to have that diverse group of people together talking about these kind of things, because ultimately in that regard, we're the same, right? So be prepared for what you're about to face and stand there with unwavering determination, and ultimately you'll succeed. You will genuinely succeed. You have to want it though, and it won't be easy. I've said this, it won't be easy. You do have to want it, and you have to put the effort in and the time and everything that you have to do to get to where you want to be. This is an uncomfortable truth. The whole video is probably an uncomfortable truth, but better that than a comfort and lie, right? In my opinion, I'd rather have the uncomfortable truth, yeah? So you've got this, you've got it if you want it. You've definitely got it. And I believe in each and every one of you, and I'm so delighted that you're here on the channel with us talking about it today. So if you like this video, please smash the like button. I really do appreciate that. Subscriber-wise, we're getting closer to that 1,800 mark now. So can we hit that 2,000 subscriber mark by Christmas? I'm really hoping that we can. So thank you to each and every one of you who subscribed so far. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that. I do appreciate it. Wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, have an amazing day. Have an amazing evening. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy.